listening to audio production of Lobas of Life, written by Waboy Stanley, narrated by me, Waboy Stanley. Chapter 1. No way. I will spew the beans. I swear with my soul and body. This is enough. This is too much. I will do it. Yes, I will. It was on a Saturday afternoon. We were in our church rehearsing for the Sunday entertainment as a youth group. The voice cut us short and we eagerly stretched our necks to catch a glimpse of what was going on through the window. There was nothing much, but Stella, who was talking to someone we could not see. Was she going mad? She was throwing stones towards the church vestry and hurling insult to whoever she was bitter at. Nobody went beyond the door, but silently watched her dramatizing her agony. All of a sudden, she calmed and sat down on the bench under a mango tree in the church compound. She was biting her lips and twisting them at any angle. She was stamping her feet hard enough to scare and kill anything that crossed her way while seated. I wondered what the ants thought, as busy as they were, and how many faced the wrath of her feet. She would stand, sit, and hit the bench with her hand. All of a sudden, she calmed and started sobbing. We all calmed and back to our business. Our church was big. It was at the welcoming side as one entered Kadudu Shopping Center along the main road. It was just 30 kilometers from the capital city and 10 kilometers from the municipal town, also 15 kilometers towards west was the constituent town Karida. It was a fast-growing shopping center which homed all tribes in the country. It was fit for a home away from home. Leaving the municipal town was the beautiful scenery of well-fed coffee plantations and bushes. The bushes had turned to a source of income to the hard-working young men who would wake up before the sun and with their bicycles carry heaps of grass. Whoever visited Kadudu from east was met by confusion of seeing moving mountains on the road, heaps of moving grass. The men would heap the cut grass on their bicycles, 6 feet high on the back seat and on the sides covering the wheels and the rider. They could not ride on any simple hill as balancing was crucial as well as energy, but instead pushed from the side. The burdened bicycles were a major traffic on the sidewalk, as they could line as many as 50 bicycles in a single morning. They valued moving together to protect each other as they maneuvered in the bushes, in darkness, and from those who attacked them and took away their bicycles as the need for them rose, creating a big market. They also faced the wrath of the plantation managers who took away their bicycles and pangas or prosecuted those caught trespassing. With this, they would bribe a guard who would allow them to cut grass till the law was passed, and the plantation owners realized it was a money-making opportunity and started selling parts to the men, and so the burden was eased. This led to the men even buying pickups and lorries, which gave them a chance to sell more or get more and near more livestock. Many shops and bicycle garages were opened, while the men sold and went for more grass to earn their living. As fate would have its way, some young men would spend their daily earnings in alcohol, while the wise one bought themselves cows and built good houses. All this happened when coffee lost its value in the market and prices fluctuated and more losses were incurred. However, the livelihood in Karida as a whole changed and people took zero grazing into the next level. Milk was ferried to the city as early as 3 o'clock in the morning for the city residents to wake up and consume fresh milk from the shamba. More and more milk was produced and more hardworking did the people become. The best milk was said to come from Karida, as the city people had come into terms with its availability and freshness. The country's dairy farm was also in bad shape, and this led the people of Karida to join hands and start their own milk processing plant by buying shares towards its establishment. Karida as a constituent was rich, and its proximity to the city made it more wealthier. The lazy would lack the daily bread. Anyone who transacted from the villages on the main road to the city woke up early and by 10 o'clock in the morning had made money and back home to attend to other chores. It was not a rare sight to find people sleeping in the afternoon after having a busy morning. Insecurity was also a major thing in Karida. Thieves attacked people as early as 9 at night. It was a common event, hearing ricocheting of guns between the people and thieves. All households maintained firm fences, and this enhanced the beauty of the villages. There were pathways that were avoided as early as 6:30 in the evening, as they harbored the hiding of the lawbreakers. Anyone who risked it lived to narrate the ordeal. Kadudu Shopping Center was full of mysteries. There were so many churches, some with only 2 followers plus a pastor, and others with flags and colors who used the marketplace for their religion on Sundays. Just a kilometer away was a mogumo tree, feared by many. As a traditional faith believed, and a place where many rituals were held, a lot of maids were carried on. An echo was always heard, and this made people believe that the spirits of the dead were mimicking or talking. Nobody would take wood from it, as it was a usual thing for it to keep on breaking some of its old and dry branches. They would all rot and wither from rain to rain and sun to sun. Everyone feared the curse associated with it. The people were so generous. Whenever a new pastor was sent to a church, was assured of a very warm welcome, characterized by cheerful giving. They had plenty of food and money, and no project was doomed to fail for lack of money. They loved working as a community, and anything agreed upon by the majority was proven right. However, the people were so trustworthy till they learned. I walked outside and sat next to her. As I seated, I looked at her shiny black hair, well tied by a red hairband at the back, leaving her ponytail. The scent of a sweet perfume wiped through my nose. Her sweet, plain-leg blouse took my attention. It seemed she had tucked it well in the skirt, but one side had untucked after the hurly-burly, making it hang loosely on one side. But this didn't hide her slender waist. Her little black skirt revealed her thighs, and matching black saddles made of leather revealed the sleek girl she had become. I envied her and loved her for her stardom. Her face was well covered by a light makeup. A tear was making away from one of her eyes. Her nose was wet as a watery mucus peeped. The tears with the collar of her blouse, and the mucus with the back of her head. Then she looked at me to confirm the intruder. She was dull. She wore a "Please have mercy on my work." "Stella, what is it? I'm still afraid. I can listen and maybe find the solution together." I tried to comfort. "Sarah, I don't know where to start. You were my best friend, but then I hated and avoided you for nothing. Why are you here with me, yet I made you my enemy? I have ignored you so much. Please, forgive me," she begged. "Stella, it's okay. You are still my friend. Just tell me what is wrong. We will find a solution. Nothing is impossible." Sarah, and this is not for the first time. She paused and seemed to have lost in her own mind. "I've never thought that life could be so deceiving, and that some things in life are like a shadow, illusions, or a mileage on the road. You know, I have been a fierce shout cut her short. It was very sharp, as it cut through my ears and soul. I was so scared. Stella was not moved. She just sat there, but eye to eye with the intruder. "Stop it! Stella, if you carry on, I will definitely do the best possible to close your mouth forever." He got closer to her. "I will kill you," he whispered. "And you, Sarah, leave Stella alone. If you are not ready to be spoiled like her, he added. I couldn't believe from whose mouth the words were uttered. I gazed at him. He was familiar, but then a little stranger. He was a tall, fat man with mustache, with short and well-kept hair, always relaxed and shining in all weather. He was always in suits and designer suits from Germany, and he always bragged. He had a classic car, a BMW, dark blue in color and with tinted windows. It was always clean, even on those muddy or dusty days. Keys and a flashy phone were always on his hands. They were his identity and style when not in the pulpit. He was not a fast walker, and you could count on every stride he took consciously. To be frank, he was great and handsome in her eyes. He liked bragging about his wife, how beautiful, hardworking, charming, and even how much he loved her. To our young and teenage minds, we longed to have a husband so adoring and loving like he was. We believed his wife was a happy woman, though she never visited our church frequently, but on several occasions. Not more than 3 or 4 times since her husband was transferred to our church 3 years past. She was beautiful, but not flashy, cool, and spoke softly, a big comparison to her king. However, Stella was more beautiful and charming, and her age allowed her to be so. Stella walked away and left the pastor and me gazing at each other. Oh, Pastor, I don't know what is wrong with my friend Stella, but I know it will be well with her, I said, only to ease the solemn mood at heart. He said nothing but walked away. I sat down confused. I couldn't see Stella. The pastor entered the vestry, and out he went carrying a Bible and a black clothing bag. He opened the door of his BMW and got in. The engine started and off he drove. He carelessly leaned over the flowers at the gate and almost hit it. He reversed and out he drove. He was not in any way himself. He drove west. Stella appeared from behind the church and joined me in the confusion they had indulged me. She sat down quietly. Curiosity knocked again in my mind. The story sounded hilarious and left me in suspense. Stella, I'm just hanging. Could you please share with me what is happening? Sharing, losing grips on every problem. However, I won't betray you. I'm good at keeping secrets. I started. Sarah, even if I die like today, the truth will be known. What you guys know about Kiadado is so different from what I know him for. I was naive like you, but to me he unleashed the whole truth about himself. I cannot call him a pastor, but a traitor in the kingdom of God. He's more than a leopard in sheep clothing. He's worse. He's posted here. I've been his secret lover. I have reported 5 times for him, and now almost in my 6th. He insists on the act to hide his nasty ways from those concerned. I have no respect for him anymore. I'm not the only one in his records. We are many. He takes alcohol, he smokes, and he's everything an evil man could be. I wonder why God allows evil to rule in his church. If I have power, I could strike him to death. All those who are like Kiadado. I'm going to unleash the truth. The whole truth. The whole world will know it. Some people have a clue of all his moves, but are not bold enough to stop it. A time has come for me to act. She paused. I know it will be hard and life-risking, but not risky, like what I have gone through. I would rather die and stop the spreading of this omen. I swear, nothing will stop me, not even death. She was bored. I have never seen Stella so bored. I was scared. The words were too many, but pacing. I didn't know what to digest first. Pastor, Stella, or the story. I have learned a lesson, a special lesson in life. None is trustworthy in this world. There might be good people, but those who have gained respect for trust never deserve it. Light have shone in my mind, although my situation is desperate, and I may not go over it. Someone will be rescued from a future one. Can we leave? She concluded. Stella, I'm in shock. God help us. Let's go home, but tell me how will you unleash the story? And watch, but promise you will stand with me. I promise. She held my hand in confirmation. I felt uneasy. I wondered where my life was heading. We stood up and walked out of the church compound. We left another church, finalizing the rehearsals.